So your idea, of course, there's a couple of different ways to play the game. You could have a franchise. That would be one way to do it, where you would, you know, basically say, we'll build it, you pay for it, whatever. You have another option, which is a friend of mine years ago put the locksmiths in all of the, at the time, I think it was white front stores, and he had the little locksmith shop that was in the parking lot, and that was his hut. He built the hut. So this is a kind of similar to that, where you've got the parking lot with the charging station, but you now could put some kind of amusement, some kind of opportunity within that charging area in order to amuse or make valuable the time that people are spending there. So there's a lot of different ways to go. I think there's, to your point, 5 locations. There might be 100 locations across the country that are extremely commercial visitor kinds of locations, where there's a large number of tourists, and where there's a vibe that would fit, and that would be, I think, a good thing if the vibe fit. So, any
Yes, well, you've already got Buc-ee's. They're at every Buc-ee's location, I think, or close to it. And Buc-ee's is a destination. I've seen people say, "Well, their barbecue isn't even that good." Well, you've never been to a Buc-ee's. You're lying. I can tell you're not real because no real person. You're a bot. Bots can't taste barbecue. They don't know good from bad. It's good food. It's not the cheapest, but if you want the cheapest, go somewhere else. I mean, you can. Finding the cheapest is a full-time job. Finding good should be easy. So I don't know that Tesla would need to be involved in making all charging a better experience in this way. This feels like a big, big ask. I'd like to see them do more partnerships with the big travel centers, Pilot, Flying J, all of those. But a lot of those already have, 3 or 4 Electrify America stalls, and you're like, boy, that's inadequate. From my recent trip to Eastern Washington, we stuck with the philosophy of we won't charge because we have to. We will charge because we need to stop anyway. And that worked pretty well, with the exception of on State Route 12, where there is no charging from at all. There's no charging on Highway 12. So you have to go all the way across in a single shot, which is hundreds of miles, a couple hundred miles. But fine, we'll just use the bathroom like normal people then and not charge while we're using the bathroom. We were in, I want to say Ellensburg, and there was an Electrify America station with a line, and 2 doors down was a supercharger with 6 open stalls. And while I was there, a gentleman with a Nissan Ariya came up and plugged in, and I got to talk to him for a minute. He said he often is lucky enough to get the end stall where he can have the charger in the right spot and not have to park crooked. It always works. It's always fast, which to him I think is 135 kilowatts is where his vehicle maxes out. But he was only there for a few minutes. He just needed to top off and back on his way. So there are ways to make the charging experience better that don't involve getting into a whole new line of business. My concern, I'm seeing a lot of people say, no, these need to be in every city. They need to have at least 10 major cities covered, including Gainesville. So, okay. But that's a lot of headspace to consume. And I kind of feel like Tesla's working on really important other things that maybe it would be great to not divide the attention too much. And at some point you would reach a level of saturation where the novelty's gone and you've got just too many of them. And now it's just any other place.